شوي. Picture this. Bell rings, you go to class. Bell rings again, you take your break. You're not allowed to skip. You're not allowed to change schedules. You follow the rules, only speak when spoken to, and stick to the path that's set for you. In school, everything is laid out for you. When to wake up, when to eat, when to go, where to go, and how to do what you do. In university, the only thing you know is your schedule. Everything else, well, it's fair game. No one tells you anything there. And to a 10-year-old, this sounds like heaven. But to a confused 20-year-old, try hell. You are tasked to find your one purpose in a vast and endless sea of options. No one will guide you there. And to 18-year-old JP, that was my first step on my way to rock bottom. فتنا على الجامعة وأنا طول عمري جيمر وبحب الكودينج والسوفت وير وهيك ونحط قدامي تو اوبشنز كمبيوتر انجينيرينج اللي كانت مينلي هاردوير وكمبيوتر ساينس اللي كانت مينلي سوفت وير وطبعا I wasn't guided ما كنت أعرف شو الفرق بيناتهم والأهل بدهم مهندس بقى فتنا كمبيوتر انجينيرينج بلشنا السمستر عملنا منيح يعني relatively وقطع هيدا السمستر لاحظت بالاخر انه I was misguided بالفاينلز بنص الفاينل بقى نقلت باخر السمستر على الكمبيوتر ساينس. Second semester I went all in. Studied Python before the course even started, barely even went to classes, aced everything. On the outside, it looked perfect. Inside, I was confused. I expected university to be the answer, and instead, I got left with even more questions. 2022. شو بدي أخبركم عن 2022. For me, 2022 can be described in a few words. Fear, doubt, anxiety, hopelessness, fatigue, and depression. It can also be summarized in just 2 words. Giving up. There were mornings where getting out of bed felt like an achievement. I was tired, angry, numb, and alone. But here's what you learn at rock bottom. No one is coming to save you. People care, sure, but they have their own lives. And at 3 a.m., when your chest is tight and your thoughts are loud, it's just you and God or nothing. That's when desperation became a gift. When it forced me to act, when I realized that no one was coming. Waking up was still the hardest part of my day, but I still did, consistently. I showed up for myself, and eventually I went nuclear on my own habits, or like I like to call it, monk mode month. For a whole month, I woke up at 5, ran, cold shower, made the bed, prayed, read, meditated, journaled, but most importantly, I learned. Chased results instead of dopamine. It was brutal and lonely. But I was moving forward with faith and focus as my weapons. And after a month of this, something inside of me shifted. I wasn't surviving anymore. I was building. In university, I had built my own fortress, the computer labs. هيدي إذا بدكم كانت البات كيف تبعي. 2 new students came by the labs one day. They were younger, hungrier, and even building real projects for real clients. وأنا مفكر حالي شاطر. Reality check. أكلنا كف. بس الحمد لله وكتر خير الله ضربنا سحبتهم we clicked instantly. They had the technical muscle, I had the mindsets and the systems. More students started joining, learning from each other, bringing in results, and that's how the community was born. The computer labs became our HQ. Sometimes loud, sometimes dead silent, always electric. But we all realized the same truth. University wasn't gonna give us what we needed. So we built it ourselves. And by the end of that semester, the software engineering club was founded. Me and a couple of friends One of which is Peter, who was with us here today. Peter, when he came. Day one after launching, second biggest club in university. Day two, the biggest. The fastest growing club in our university's history, LAU. We brought workshops, mentorships, even collabed with Binance. Students found purpose again, and for my first time ever, I saw leadership not as status, but as a service. Out of that network came many clients, one of which is a multinational company that has been struggling to build a critical software system for 10 years, and they heard about us. We walked in as students, and quoted 70K. وأكيد اتضحكوا علينا تلاميذ الجامعة. But then they had to listen. We settled on $50,000 US. My first real contract as a student. I still remember the day we signed. I borrowed my friend's Mont Blanc pen, practiced my signature for hours, and wore my best shirt. It wasn't about the money anymore. It was about proof. Months later, that same company wanted to bring that software system in-house, and they needed someone to lead that new software development team. وحصلوا ينقوا. عمكم الJP اللي كان بعد ما حتى تخرج من الجامعة. I had skipped intern, entry, junior, mid-level, senior, straight to team lead. It felt surreal. It felt surreal, but also it felt earned. Working with businesses showed me an ugly truth. Lebanon is full of brilliant businesses drowning in bad software. Agencies overcharge and underdeliver. And freelancers, they vanish after taking your deposit. مش عم لطش حدا هون انتو you're the good guys. At the same time, I saw students graduating with theory and no direction. 3 years of study and not a single day of real-world experience to show for it. So I took that matter into my own hands and started Launchwithjp. A bridge between both sides. For companies and businesses, it was quality, trusts, and systems that actually worked. For students, it was mentorships, projects, and the mindset the classroom forgot to teach. My clients know I provide quality, professionalism, and loyalty that cannot be bought. وكلنا بنعرف هذا الشيء، إنه loyalty ما بتلاقوها كتير هون. My students, on the other hand, they know I can take them from working random summer jobs to becoming paid engineers in just 2 months. And that's very accessible, coming soon. We've seen a script. Okay, so today, this AI is not edited. Yes, edit it out, please. Today, this AI's networking system matched you all with people in this room. That system, I built it. It's proof that clarity is built and not found. It's proof that rock bottom can become a foundation if you're willing to stay long enough to build on it. So, to the 18, 20, 25, 30, 40, or even 50-year-old out there who still feels lost, don't wait for permission. Don't wait for university, for the company, for the universe to give you a sign or for your perfect plan. We need to move now. We need to grow now. Discipline will do what motivation cannot. Faith will do what logic cannot. The future does not wait, will not wait for those still doubting their paths. Software is the future, but you, my friends, you are the present. Thank you.